Where's my pep talk? Hi everyone, my name is Lena. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another mukbang with you guys. Today we're going to be having a Thai feast. Where's my Thai friends at? Drop a like and leave a comment if you like Thai food or want to try Thai food, and tap that subscribe button if you want to join my YouTube fam. For story time today, I will be continuing my story from my last mukbang where I talk about how I was bullied as a child for being poor and how that led me to have very low self-confidence by the time I was going to middle school. And today I'll be sharing with you guys what it was like being a loner in middle school because I was super shy and didn't have any confidence in myself. But before we get into all of that, let's just enjoy some of this Thai food. I'm so excited because I freaking love Thai food. So we have papaya salad. We have tom yum soup. I got the vegetarian version today because I'm doing all vegetarian. And we have fried tofu. It came with this peanut sauce right there, and as a drink I'll be drinking fresh coconut water. So excited. I'm going to start with the tom yum soup. Tom yum soup is one of my absolute favorite soups of all time. It's what I drink when I get sick, hungry, whenever. I love Thai food so much. I think Thai women age really well. As far as the Thai women I've met in my life, they always surprise me with their age. I've met women into their 40s and they could pass for early 20s. And maybe, I don't have any way to prove this, but I think it has something to do with their diet. Another reason why I love Thai food so much. This soup is filled with so much stuff. Mushroom. Carrots. Fried tofus are one of my absolute favorite appetizers at Thai restaurants. It's so simple, but sometimes it just really hits the spot, you know what I mean? Dipping it in the sauce. Gotta have another one. And go in with the papaya salad. Wow, so good. I feel like this is like a staple in all Thai restaurants. So good. So crunchy. Oh, my biggest weakness, peanuts. Thai food recommendations, drop in the comment section down below. So I was gonna do chicken larb today as well, but no, I was like, why don't I just do a completely vegetarian meal today? And usually I don't get very excited about vegetarian food, but this is like super flavorful. It's really exciting actually. We're gonna do something savage now. I can't wait to eat this as a dessert. Wow, that was super refreshing. I think that's the thing with Thai food. It's bursting with flavor, but very light, very refreshing. I love everything when I got fat in college because I was just like devouring horrendous amounts of nuts. I'm gonna have one more of these. So like I said in my last mukbang, I was bullied really bad for being poor as a child. That had a huge negative impact on my self-confidence. Going into middle school, I was really shy. I just didn't really like myself, so I didn't think anybody else would like me. So when I started middle school, things have gone a little bit better for us financially. We moved out of the crappy 2-bedroom apartment into a house in West Los Angeles, pretty close to the beach. This also meant I was starting school in a completely new school district, so I was not going to know anybody in my middle school. The bullying kind of stopped for me when I started middle school, but it didn't change the fact that I disliked myself and didn't have any confidence in myself at that time. So in a lot of movies, like Mean Girls or The Duck, the bullies are always these really pretty, popular girls. In my school, that was totally not the case. The popular, good-looking people in my school were usually never bullies to me or anybody else. They simply didn't even know that I existed for the most part, and when they did notice me, they were usually pretty nice. Like, I remember this one year, almost nobody wanted to sign my yearbook, but this really popular girl, she came up to me and she asked to sign my yearbook, and she wrote, "I really love your hair and you always smell really nice." And this other time, I was sitting next to a really popular girl in my science class, I think, and she would always share her snacks with me even though I wasn't her friend. I was just sitting next to her. I didn't really like myself in middle school, so I just didn't think anybody else would. I kept to myself for the most part. I was really quiet. So these small acts of kindness, they're extremely memorable for me. Okay, just to give you guys an example of how quiet I was in middle school. In one of my classes, music appreciation, I had to stay after class for some reason. And another kid, Daniel, he also had to stay after class because he was failing the class. So after class, the teacher was yelling at Daniel, going, "You're gonna fail this class, Daniel, if you don't do the homework, if you this, if you that. You have a D in the class, blah, blah, blah." Daniel goes, "Hey, Mrs. Whatever, like, can you please not share my business in front of Lena?" Because I was also in the room standing right next to them. Mrs. Whatever goes, "Oh, don't worry about Lena. She doesn't understand English." Yeah, I was so quiet that my teacher didn't think that I understood English, which was a bit racist, but whatever. My best friend, actually, who am I kidding? My only friend in middle school was this girl from Belarus. She was relatively new to the country and she was being raised by a single mom, so she was really poor. I actually thought she was the prettiest girl in the entire school, but she had no self-confidence either because the kids at our school would bully her a lot because of her clothes. She didn't have money to like buy real Converse All-Stars, Adidas, so she would always wear these copycat brands from Payless, and the kids, they would just give her such a hard time about it and they would call her names. And I didn't have confidence because I just didn't want to feel the same rejection that I felt from my piano teachers. We were kind of like a match made in heaven in middle school. And again, her bullies were not these popular kids in our school. They were usually troubled kids who probably had like a lot of problems of their own, and they only had the guts to pick on the weak, you know what I mean? So me and her were both in advanced geometry class. We were both kind of nerdy, and during lunch the two of us would just hide ourselves inside the library and read Goosebumps and like other random books because being invisible and hidden was better for us than being bullied. I didn't get bullied that much, but every once in a while like a stupid kid will make a stupid comment. Like once in my art class we were supposed to draw ourselves, and I drew an anime version of myself in class, and this one girl, she comes to my table, she looks at it and she goes, "That looks nothing like you." She was also one of those trouble kids who was wasn't very popular. She couldn't get any good attention, so she probably just went for the bad attention. She wouldn't have the guts to say anything to like a popular kid because they were probably going to say something back, and I was like the quiet, timid one, so she thought she could pick on me. Thankfully, the guy that was sitting next to me in class, he's kind of popular. He looks at my drawing too, and he goes, I kind of think it looks like her, which made the stupid girl shut up and just go back to her seat. You know, in a lot of movies, there's like this inspirational teacher who takes the underdog kid under their wings, stands up for them, and helps them blossom into their full potential or something. I've never experienced that. I'm not saying that all my teachers were horrible. Some of them were actually really great. They were great teachers. They, you know, helped me pass whatever exam I had to pass and helped me move on to the next level. But I've never had like a teacher in my middle school who had like a significantly positive impact on my life. Only sort of the opposite, actually. At this point in my life, I had one thing going for myself that made me feel good about myself. That was being able to draw. Piano, I had to practice long and hard to get good at piano. I wasn't athletic. I wasn't good at any sport. I wasn't extremely smart. I got good grades, but it was because I studied so hard for them. But being able to draw kind of came naturally for me. I'm not saying that I'm like Van Gogh or Picasso or Banksy. I was good at drawing anime mainly. I was doing it for as long as I can remember. Like, I was drawing anime in kindergarten. I used to be so obsessed with anime. Like, I watched Sailor Moon, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. I read a lot of manga like Chobits, Nana, Great Teacher Onizuka. These are just some of the stuff I remember, but there was like tons more. So in my middle school art class, when I would draw stuff, it was the only time that I didn't feel invisible because everyone would crowd to my table to watch me draw stuff, and my art teacher hated it. The first B I ever got in middle school was in my art class. This was something that even shocked my mom. She was so shocked by the fact that I got a B in my art class that she didn't even get mad at me, and she is one of those traditional Asian tiger moms. So after every semester, the top students, we always got awarded. Ironically for me, this award was passed out during my art class. There were 3 top students in my art class. One girl, she got 4.0, and then there was me and this other guy who we both got 3.88 or something. Everyone gave us like a round of applause, and my art teacher asked the guy what class he got a B in. He was like chemistry or something, and my art teacher starts giving him like a pep talk about how it's probably not his fault for getting the B. And I'm sitting there and I'm like looking at her. I'm like, where's my pep talk? So she kind of just glances at me. Oops, she messed up. She forgot that there's this other straight A student in her class who she gave a B to. So she kind of just nonchalantly moves on with class without asking me what's up. Why couldn't things just be easier for me, you know? I guess I just have very bad luck with art and music teachers, and middle school was just a distant, bad memory for me. I don't know if any of you guys have gone through the same thing that I went through in middle school, or if you guys are having like a bad time in middle school right now. Just know that things do change. They change drastically for me. You know what the only constant in the world is? Change. Anyways, if you guys like this kind of video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up so I know, and let me know in the comment section down below what you would like to see more of. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next episode.